Um, y'all, we got to talk about this. Okay, I'm gonna give everybody a chance to hop in the chat. Okay, y'all, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button. Maybe this message can get across the platforms at this point. Okay, y'all, this is so crazy. Okay, yeah. Guys, I am doing $20 mini reads. If you would like to get on the list, just let me know, okay? And I'll write you down here. Hey, hey. Y'all remember how today I was talking about how the energy's flowing so fast? Okay, look at my look. Okay, it's good. It's good. The energy like moving really really fast. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's going fast. A lot of things is being hit on. Okay, and the avoidance of accountability is so apparent. Like, I mean, you can just, I mean, it's, y'all know how people listen now, this group here that's going through all this stuff, okay? They don't, accountability is nowhere in their vocabulary, okay? And y'all, this is just so wild, okay? Collective, we all had to take accountability for things. We know what that means. We know what we have to do, right? But this certain situation over here is like there's nothing wrong with what we doing. Okay, it's like what's we're not gonna stop and look at this. It's like nobody's answering direct questions that are asked about certain things, and it's like, okay, but we need you to answer this here. You said you dropped syrup all over the kitchen floor today. Yes, the avoidance of these questions, the avoidance of accountability is like, whoa. And then you got somebody else showing up over here and they're saying, okay, we're gonna show you how accountability is handed out. Okay, we're not gonna ask you to take accountability. We're gonna show you how this is handed out, right? And we'll even do it on their birthday if we have to. Okay, very significant, right? It's funny that you come in here and you say Karen. Okay. So with that being said, that's who we're talking to is the Karens, right? You said I'm selling toilet paper to okay. So it's like what's going on here, right? Okay. Look, hey y'all, listen, they was waiting. The trolls was right waiting to come up in here, right? Whenever I said something about avoidance and accountability, okay? Hey y'all, I can't make it up, okay? You start hitting on certain things and hey, it's like, well, they need to take a page from the other book over there. If y'all know where I'm going with this. We don't what did I say about people's titles, their money, and things like this? It doesn't matter your title or your money or where you're sitting in life. When Big Daddy Saturn pulls up and says, okay, Accountability time. We need you. Yeah, we need you to write that down, and we need you to sign this because this is where you finna take accountability, right? Why is everybody having such a hard time grabbing the pen and the book and signing the paper? Hmm. I got 53 people in here. I have 17 likes. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls. Okay. There it is. And now, okay, what did I say? Whenever Saturn and Neptune met, okay, accountability was going to be huge. It doesn't matter where you sit, who you're connected to, who your family is, and who this and who that, and you didn't want your name in the media and all of this other stuff. That's out the window. Okay, that's out the window. Okay, and it's very, very yes, it's something serious. Okay, um if you knew how milk was made, sir, you wouldn't drink it. But see, that's another discussion for another day. Okay, and there's a lot of things here that's going to be hit on for the remainder of 2026, and y'all are going to see people avoiding accountability. But they can't though. Y'all see what I'm saying? You're going to be watching this. They're going to be trying to fight this. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's jump into it. Let's see what's going on here. Listen. I said that it's only February. Y'all see what's happening? Wait until we get to Libra season. Wait. I told my husband that earlier. I said, wait until we get to October. It's about to be real out here. Okay. Cause folks, listen now. Liars and accountability and sneaky manipulating energies is not going to survive in 2026. And remember, we was talking about this going into the fire horse year. They're not going to survive. Okay. So yeah, I mean, listen now. Let's talk about it. King of Swords, Six of Swords. It is, and y'all, it's crazy because what did I say like quite a few years ago? Okay, I don't know, y'all. Listen, I'm trying to find the content from my old channel, okay, so I can post it up for you guys. Y'all, we are literally on this timeline here. I am just like, I'm hoping that I can find a couple videos, okay, something right that's back there, that I can post for you guys. Okay, it's clarify this the Six of Swords, King of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. 2018, 19, you said 22. Okay. Yeah. Cause y'all know sometimes like I'll just go back in my books and I'll give y'all certain messages. I might go through those tonight and look and see if I can find certain things that I was hitting on, and if I need to just repost and do a recap of it, okay? Because I got plenty of content, baby. Listen, that ain't the problem, and I got it all wrote down, okay? Yeah, it ain't no more illusions, and I'm telling y'all, they over here and they do not want this tower to fall, and they holding something close to their chest, okay, with that King of Cups. They holding something close to their chest because they're like, once I say this and I take accountability for this, boom, 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 it's like a domino effect, you know what I'm saying? That's why all these people in this Eight of Swords energy. Okay. Yeah, with these third parties and the chariot, because everybody's scared. Everybody is scared that they all finna go to jail. Well, you are. There's too much information for you not to. Oh yeah, it feels a lot better. Yeah, girl, listen, let me tell you something. I've been doctoring myself. I feel so much better. I took them 5 days, y'all, to really, really just rest. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh shoot, I got cards. Keep see. That's what I'm saying. Everything is falling. The Knight of Pentacles. Y'all, somebody literally is in an energy of if they say anything, that they're not gonna get that money. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, a lot of people is sitting under a blackmail or bribery right now, and they know the moment they open their mouth, everything that they have is gone. That's it. It's done. There's no going back. And they're sitting here saying, oh, well, what are we gonna do? What is this? What is that? It's over with. Your lavish lives are over with this because you put yourself in a binding contract with some hella demons here. Okay, that's like that one woman. She come up under there and said, "Well, they need to call on Jesus. Jesus ain't gonna be able to save them. Shit, listen now. I mean, I'm just saying, like Jesus is not gonna be able to save them. And it's like, who you gonna turn to? Man, I'm trying to tell you, Jesus sitting over here shaking his head. He's like, shit, do you know what they did to me? Okay. Hold on. Do you know what they done to me? Because I was over here out in the streets and I was preaching and I was being a prophet and all this other stuff. Do you know what they done to me? Oh, okay. You think I'm finna come over there and say, oh yeah, okay. I'm just saying, like, y'all listen. There are some people here that has signed some really demonic ass contracts here and got connected with some type of people here. Now they're scared and they running, and you was okay while you was going to the parties and you had the lavish lives and the fast cars and the big bank accounts and all this other stuff, and your people had businesses and everything else. Okay. All that came with a price. You said Jesus gonna pay those debts. I want to ask you a question. Since that's your belief. Do you expect other people to pay for your karma confirmation? Do you expect somebody else to see, because that's really kind of what's going on here? Do you expect somebody else to pay for your karma? Because that's really what y'all do. Y'all like, oh, Jesus gonna take care of it. Is that y'all's cop out for y'all not taking accountability for your actions? Listen, I'm just asking for the people in the back. So, hey, listen, it's your belief system. I ain't got nothing to say about it. But I mean, you just remember now what happened. Yeah, we all go exactly. See, it's go on and say it now. Go on and say it. Shit, listen now. Everybody don't want to hear it. Thank you for the donation, Coleman. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, all right. Everybody has their own process. You have all of that. That's fine. Um, but at this point, I'm just seeing people. Um, there's people that don't take accountability, and they want everybody else to take their accountability, and it's like, no, listen now. Uh, we was talking about enemy year. A lot of people that's connected to certain things that don't want to take accountability this year, they just walked in their enemy year, okay, with Chinese astrology, right? If you look this up, right? Hold on, I'm gonna break this down for you guys. All right, so we are in the horse year, right? Y'all, let me put my charger in. So we're in the fire horse year, right? So you have the enemy sign of that. So whenever that your enemy year comes in, your health will get hit, your wealth will get hit. Um, it's a lot of like damage being done, right? So during your enemy year, we always talk about just flying under the radar and staying out of the way, right? Because a lot of things is coming toward you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What is the enemy sign for the fire horse in Chinese astrology?
The main enemy sign for the fire horse and all horses is the rat, because they are opposite each other. The ox is also considered a major, challenging, or incompatible sign due to different approaches to life.
Okay, the rat clash. Okay, so let me tell you. So okay, hmm, This is really based off of like when you was born. Okay. Okay. Rat year signs. Okay, so 1936, 1948, 1960, 1972, 1984, 1996, and 2008, 2020, and 2032. Okay, this is what the rat is based on, right? Okay, so this is you're gonna be your enemy year, right? So this is me warning you and saying if you was born in any of these years, you want to lay low because I'm telling it's so many things like this. It's almost like in your enemy year, you're having to pay your karmic debt off. That's kind of what I associate this with. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but it's like your enemy year. Listen, you'll get dusted. You'll be like, man, every time you turn around, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna turn around no more, right? In your enemy year. So some of these people here may not even follow like spirituality or astrology or Chinese astrology, because y'all know the new year actually just started February the 17th, right? Or somebody on their birthday, okay, got exposed, and it was that person's Saturn return. Okay, y'all, I put this up on my Facebook page. I want y'all to go and look at that because it's very interesting how all of these things, Neptune, Saturn was in this person's chart. Uranus was in this person's chart. Okay, and then we have two more eclipses that's coming in August. Okay, so it's like when you hit that, it's like, oh man, pay attention, okay? So it's like, even if you don't want to take accountability, you will take accountability, right? Even if you don't want to. So trying to avoid something and not taking responsibility, whatever it is, you will eventually have that time to roll up on you and be like, oh, okay, you need to address that. You need to address this. You need to address this, right? All right, y'all. Tell me about this karmic contract they got themselves in with this Knight of Pentacles. Because I'm telling y'all, somebody opens their mouth, Empress, they're done for. That's it. Like it's over. There ain't nothing else. And you know this, Empress. You know. This Knight of Wands in reverse, somebody's keeping their mouth closed shut. They ain't saying nothing. What is that right there? The Two of Wands. They're watching though. They're watching you. And they're keeping their mouth closed. They ain't saying nothing because they know that you telling the truth. Okay? Tell me here about this. Cause see, they know that you already know the bad news with the page of swords. They already know you know the truth. And they know you're gonna deliver it. And that's why somebody here cannot say nothing. Earlier I done a reading and I said you watch me. Cause you know that somebody, okay, somebody's not coming in to save you. But you're in fear. Do you know fear don't even exist? That's just some made up shit that they try to put out here. Fear does not exist, okay? That's like depression does not exist. It's how you're speaking to yourself. It's how you're talking to yourself. Sometimes you create all of this stuff by just what you telling your own self, okay? And what you're letting other people program you into believing, right? It's all an illusion because it ain't real, okay? I don't know who needs to hear that tonight. Okay. And if it's like too much going on right now, go outside, ground yourself, put the phone down, look another direction, do something, put you a funny movie on, whatever. But the truth of the matter is the spiritual community, we can sit and watch this because we already spoke about it, right? And the Matrix over here is freaking the fuck out. They're like, what? It's like, what just happened here? I seen a video of a lawmaker saying the conspiracy theories that theorists are up 37 and we're still down to zero. So y'all telling me that they've been telling the truth the whole time? Do y'all see what I'm saying? They say it's a conspiracy, but now here we are, and it's like, where's the conspiracy at? Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. Cause it's a whole programming that they've been trying to put everybody in, but they couldn't put us in it. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Like you can't put us in it. You said depression is real, baby. Not over here. You better go find you another channel to watch, cause not over here. We don't resonate with none of that, baby. It's happiness, it's love, it's peace. We ain't bringing none of that energy in. And listen, I just want to say this: when I post a message, listen, you want to get in the comment section and you want to argue and you want to disagree, go find you somebody else, okay? Because I'm just gonna delete you. Cause see over here, that ain't what we doing. Okay, we're not arguing. We ain't fighting. We ain't disagreeing. We ain't, y'all be tripping me out writing these books talking about if I put a message up about a mother and her children and a ex and you come in there and then you're in all big caps. I ain't never been married. I don't have kids. Well, then apparently that message ain't for you. Okay, love. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, yeah. Do you see where I'm going with this? Every message I post, it ain't gonna be for you, and that's okay. Don't absorb the energy, right? You don't have to come explain, okay? Something about over explaining. I was saying, like over here, it just I'm on some other type of time. I already done been on this whack ass timeline. That's why I'm sitting here looking, and I'm like, shit, y'all shocked and outraged and everything else, and I'm not because I seen it. Because how many of us grew up in families like this? Oh, okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh my God. How many of us grew up in families like this? Where you supposed to be quiet? And if you didn't be quiet, they was making phone calls. And you had to shh. You didn't talk about the uncle that come to the cookout that was doing stuff, and you didn't talk about this stuff, and nobody ever was gonna. Our family's so prestigious, and you're not gonna talk about them like this, and da, da, da. So what y'all gonna do now? What's up? What's up, babies? About your little parties, and now y'all don't have strength, and poor pitiful you, and this, and this. Y'all can't run from accountability anymore. Cause see, we grew up in this shit, okay? Y'all, I got an uncle, listen, okay? I'll tell you. Baby. They used to call him Pee Wee in the town, okay? Everybody in the town knew he touched on his own children. Do y'all want to know what? He's still out here walking around living his best life. Oh, and don't let my aunt get involved because she will tell you that he is the greatest uncle and brother and daddy ever was. Bitch, shut up. Okay, listen, that's why you see what I'm talking about. Okay, listen, call me what you want to, but the facts are, okay, they're there. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Talking about, oh well, I won't ever come back to the city because they're all drug addicts and there's something wrong with him. Bitch, he was touching on kids. What are we talking about here? Ma'am, go back over there and get on your IV of morphine and keep drinking your tequila because you're so perfect and you got all this money so you don't have to worry about anything. Shut your ass up, okay? Listen now. That's what I'm sitting here saying, y'all. Listen, I watched somebody groom a young girl into a wife. Okay? Everybody's sitting out here all shocked and they're like, oh gosh, can you believe this? Now I watched it. And now she over there watching me. The girl hates me. How you gonna hate me because I didn't come and save you? You need to speak up about your truth. You see what I'm saying, collective? Listen now. Because you wanted to go to war about this. About your man. About your man. That's a fucking pedophile. That's been touching you since you was a child and over here giving you drugs and alcohol and trading you off to his friends and having swinger parties. Oh, okay, my bad. Listen, you go on about your glorious life. Listen, y'all got it all figured out, don't you? I said what I said. That's why I don't have my other platform, y'all. Because y'all know I've been an activist for this. I've been down. You know what I'm talking about? I've been down because you know what? I come from a bloodline of sick pedophiles and all of this other stuff and alcoholics and drug addicts and all of this. I broke all these generational curses. And now don't nobody want me in their presence because guess what? I'm going to be the one to say it. I'm going to be the one to bring it up. That's like I had another aunt having a conversation with her and I brought it up. Y'all, she kept trying to change the subject. I said, did you not hear what I said? Did you not hear what I said? Well, Sherry, we just said, yeah, oh, we're just not going to talk about it, right? We ain't going to talk about it, huh? Y'all see what I'm saying? And they wonder why you're the black sheep of the family because you are the one that's talking about it. It is a concern. And y'all, what's so crazy about the other situation that I watched that man groom that little girl into a wife? The whole town did. They all used to click up and go places together and have dinner together and all of this stuff. And everything was just so wonderful and it was great. She was a little girl. How many of our grandmothers was little girls that was pregnant at 13, 14 and was married off? Do y'all see what I'm saying? We got a table of grandmothers and elders here saying speak the truth because it was done to us. You need to stop it with your daughters. You need to stop it with your sons. Do y'all hear the sirens? Welcome, Saturn and Neptune and Aries. Thank you for arriving. I've been waiting for this time to arrive. It's about time that things are put out on certain platforms and people are actually able to see that it's not no conspiracy. It's not something that's made up. Collective. The only difference is you're poor and they're rich. That's the only difference. They have all of these people that can back them, and they got all these people in the courts, and so all this and all of that. The only difference is, bitch, you poor, okay? And you're not supposed to be talking about shit, and they need you to stay poor so you won't never have resources or anything else. So you can't go get no help. What about them victims? What about them? And you know what? I like how old girl said it. Okay? She said they ain't victims, they're fucking survivors. How many of you guys out there, including myself, how many of us had to save ourselves? Okay? You said you go to 5 therapists if you have to. Can I tell you something? My spirituality has been my therapist. And I always tell people, if you need to go to therapy, please do. But you know what my biggest therapy was? Getting the fuck away from them people. Getting the hell away from all of those delusional ass people that would literally sit around, okay, and watch this shit happen. But they don't. That's the thing. Do you know that I've reported this person that groomed the 13-year-old into a wife? And do you know what happened? Nothing. So please tell me about responsible reporting. Because I did report it. I reported to a major agency. They did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. I'll wait though. I'll wait. Because see, that's the problem with the system. It's broken. How many people has reported things and nothing happened? Because see, then all of a sudden, the people I reported it to, now all of a sudden they didn't have no problem with me. Okay? Now all of a sudden I'm fine. I'm financially stable. I'm mentally stable. Now I'm okay with this and now I'm okay with that. But nothing was done. And do you know what's so crazy? There was another service that was involved in it. And I asked the young woman, I said, I want to ask you a question. I said, I reported this to such and such and so gave her the name and everything, right? Y'all ready for this? She said, baby, that wasn't put in the report. Okay, you ready for this? I said, really? She said, yeah. As soon as we get to our next meeting, her laptop was hacked, her cell phone was hacked, all her records was missing. She had to take it to iTech, and then she was followed. All because I said a couple words to these people, and then I said something to her, and she sent the email and said, hey, you know, she reported this, she reported that, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, everything was hacked and everything else. Well, let me tell you something. Then she walks outside. We're done with our meeting, and I see her. Y'all, she's scared to death. She's sitting there with her phone, okay? And she's taking pictures of tag numbers because she was followed there. And I told her, I said, every time somebody tries to help me, I said, they're always followed. I said, that's what happens. They start having problems with their phones. They start having problems with a lot of things in their life because whoever's covering up something here and trying to keep this a secret about this pedophile group over here in the city and all the people they know and everybody they think they can do the blah, 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 whatever. They always do some corrupt shit because how do you go into the courts and you tell them certain things and it's just dismissed? It's like, what? So that's why I do what I do, because I've been an activist for this. I've been doing this since early 2021, because I know there's people out here that literally their voice has been taken away. Okay, their voice has been taken away. And can I tell you something? They already took everything away from me. The only thing they didn't take away was my voice and my integrity. Okay, so what I do is I want to keep everybody else from having to go through what I went through, because it's like they're like, well, go report it, go do this, go do. I did that already, and it's not being looked at. So then it's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let the Most High God and my beloved ancestors. I'm gonna let them handle this. And I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch. And then whenever Neptune and Saturn met up, and then here we go, boom! I said, "Oh, there it goes, right there, baby." Because in my state where I'm from, they just passed a law a couple years ago that pedophiles get the death penalty now. So you know what? I made some noise. I done something. Can't nobody tell me my voice ain't reach people. It ain't reaching people. That's why I tell y'all, tell your stories. Tell your stories. Because I don't care who tries to make it up, who tries to tell you this, who tries to say that. Nobody faced that type of trauma that you have lived in, collective. They can't tell you how to tell your story, right? They can't do that. Cause y'all, I sit in fear for 20 years. Cause I was so scared. Cause I knew if I opened my mouth, they're gonna put me back in court. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go back to court. I don't know what to do. They're gonna take my kids away. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. One day I woke up and I said, "Fuck it, take it all. What you wanna do? Let's go to court. Come on, let's go." And the moment that I spoke my truth, shh, they shut it down. They shut me down. They shut it down. I had to no, They ain't want them problems. Okay, that's why I tell y'all, man, I don't care what platform you got to get on. Talk about it, cause fear ain't real. Y'all, I lived in it for 20 years, and it was just fear of what this family was gonna do, how many more times they was gonna take me to court, and what else they was gonna do, and this, and this. Y'all need to pay attention, collective. Okay, that's like, listen, there's a few of them sorry son of bitches back there watching right now, and they know I'm telling the truth. Like I've always said, the people in my town, okay, that I was raised up around, I'll put all of them in the same room, and I want one, just one of them. Look, four people left. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmation. Yep. I want just one of them to stand up and tell me that I made up a lie about them grooming them little girls, taking them to swinger parties, and trade them off. They married them. How many of them got pregnant underage? Look, was there more? Because I had 79 people in here, and I said four of them was back here watching. Now there's only 71. Damn, y'all brought y'all other people with you too? Do y'all see what I'm saying? I'm very aware of who they are, what's going on. I know the people you got in your pocket, and y'all scared, and you need to be, because all y'all finna take accountability for your actions. Cause see, you're still over there abusing them young women that you groomed into wives. But you know what? Every single day they come here and they finding the strength, and I'm helping them find the strength. First they was mad at me. First they hated me, but now they finding the strength. And whenever they drop that dime, guess what? You better not drop the soap. Don't drop the soap. You said not happening? Well, because y'all, some of them is conditioned. Can't save everybody. Can't save everybody now. Listen now. How many times have you told people that you was raped by your brothers and they didn't listen? Oh, okay. Oh, because y'all was in the church and everybody was supposed to be quiet and nobody's supposed to talk about it. Hmm. Yeah, it's just we live in a very, very sick, demonic ass world. And the things that your story has been everybody else's story too. They just didn't realize it at some point. They just thought that sister or that brother or that aunt or that mom or that dad or that cousin or that uncle was crazy. Cause y'all love saying everybody's crazy. Y'all love that word is so played out. Okay, listen, you love saying that. A lot of them. They had it in church, out of church, at schools, at different places where people said they loved them and they cared about them. Their coaches and different things like that. You see what I'm saying? It's like, and we need to bring awareness to this because you got good people, right? Um, that ain't on that side of things. You got good churches out here that ain't on that side of things. So now they're having to speak up and say, well, hold on, listen now, we're gonna put them over here and we're gonna stand over here. Cause see, we ain't a part of with that little sick crew over there. You see what I'm saying? That's like with the LBGTQ community. The same thing they're saying. Whoa, hold on, listen. Just because I'm into the same sex don't mean that I like little kids. What we doing here? Now, don't put us in that. You see what I'm saying? It's like you got everybody that's dividing and everybody's like, whoa, hold on, we standing over here. We ain't even putting up with this. Why ain't y'all taking accountability for your actions? You see what I'm saying? Because it's families, it's organizations. I mean, the system is so broken, y'all. It's so sad because when in the past when you tried to speak out about something, you were shut down. And nobody has to take accountability. And now here we are, and Big Daddy Saturn saying, "Shit, who ain't taking accountability? I'm gonna show you." Thank you. That's why I listen. I love tarot. That's why I love astrology and numerology because you can tell me what you want to, but let me go look at the chart today, and I'm gonna tell you exactly. Listen, let me read that energy to your ass, okay? And when I get done reading that energy, oh yeah, okay. With or without the cards, it don't matter. I can read that energy though. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all, hey, follow astrology. Get you an astrologer and go with the daily energy because it changes every millisecond, right? Like I just done a whole energy check-in. It was so different from all the readings I posted today. See what I'm saying? The energy changes. So y'all think that them people don't know that? Oh, okay. Y'all don't think that certain things didn't start getting exposed? Somebody knew. They knew what placements was about. So they knew about Neptune and Aries and Saturn and oh, okay. Because somebody got an astrologer here and they're like, we're gonna wait until this time here to do this right here. Oh, okay. That's why I say you got people playing like they don't know certain things. That's a lie, collective. Don't let them play in your face. Don't let them play in your face. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank y'all so much. I greatly appreciate y'all. Excuse me. All right, tell me about this energy here, spirit. Thank you guys for the donations too. Appreciate it. Y'all let me know if you are look there GG33. Y'all he's really really good. I like his he's a numerologist over there on TikTok, okay? He be dropping the facts, okay? With some things. He definitely goes in depth about some things as well. So if you're a rat or the ox, let's look up the ox birthday. Hold on one second. The ox year. The ox. Okay, so 1902, 1914, 1926, 1938, 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1988, 2010, 2022, or 2034. That's for the oxes as well, okay? So if you was born in those years, that's going to be very significant for you. So like if you're very stubborn, okay, in communication or a poor communicator, this could be like a challenge for you, okay? Uh let's see. Oxes, I'm gonna tell you something. You could be having a power struggle with your family. Okay, you're very family oriented and you want to make sure that everybody's good, but I feel like in your enemy year here, that is gonna be it's gonna be like a point where you have to choose yourself, okay? And you're probably gonna have some people that's mad at you. I'm gonna be honest, okay, with that type of energy here. If you're interacting with the horse energy, they might be too free spirited for you. If you're dealing with the dog, it could be a very difficult common ground to find with him. Challenging matches, okay? A goat, a horse, or a dog. And if you're like in business with this person, this is probably going to be a time where you're like looking back and saying, "Whoa, hold on, okay, I'm gonna have to back off from this." So rat and ox, if you're dealing with the ox or a rat, okay, just take this where it resonates. Uh, yeah, incompatible signs due to the stubborn and the difficult and the different approaches to life. And other horses can also present conflict. So yeah. So like, say you have a rat, an ox, and a horse that's in business. Like, yeah, y'all listen now. It could be a lot of conflict. Okay, lots of conflict. And see, this could be what people is experiencing right now and seeing, like some people having to take accountability because where they was greedy, they was stubborn, they didn't want to put their part in the business, things like this. Yeah. Okay, what was sorry y'all, I didn't see nothing. Okay, hold on. That's a good question. I like that question. See, and this is what I love about people with the open mind. Y'all, sorry, my chat stopped, but I want to answer this for you. Why fire truck? Okay. Uh, okay. That's really, really that's what a lot of people. Okay, and that's why we're here, right? I'm gonna be honest with you because see, us readers and spiritualists, we can see the other side of the coin. Okay, that's like if somebody's being falsely accused, I can feel the energy. I can tell you if it's there, if it's not. You want to know why? Because I've actually witnessed it. See what I'm saying? So it's like when somebody comes to me and they're like, "VG, I was accused of this and this and this," and I'm like, "But you didn't do it, right?" Because I've been around this type of energy before. I've been around this type of monster before. So that's really, really important. Most of your readers, hey babies, most of your readers has been around that certain kind of monster. If it's somebody that's does the SA or the pedophilia or whatever, right? Domestic violence, all of that stuff, right? At some point, your reader has suffered some type of trauma, okay, and this is their way of healing, is telling their own story, okay. So with that being said, yes, you do have people out here that's falsely accused that didn't do absolutely nothing, and it's because that person over here didn't want to take accountability for that sexual act that they done with somebody. It's because they got caught, or their people has money, or their people knows these people, and they don't want to be intertwined, and they don't want their reputation out there and blah. You see what I'm saying? They don't want it ruined. So what do, they lie, and they send an innocent person to jail. Yeah, it's wild because me and my husband was talking about that today. You know how many innocent people right now are being found innocent after 20 plus years of spending in jail, and they didn't do a fucking thing because somebody else lied because their family bloodline, or they didn't want to be embarrassed, or this done happen or that done happen. There's been so many unjust situations. That too. That too. There it is. Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's projection. You see what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, that's why you got all these people. Now there's new technology that's come through that a liar can't get past. And that's the problem. Cause back then they could get past it, and you like, nah, go on pull my DNA. Go on pull them cameras. Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's like, when you see the other side of the spectrum, well, I see both of it. That you got people in there that ain't been to jail that needs to go, and you got motherfuckers they need to let out because they didn't do it. But there was some kind of prestige bloodline or family that done this, and they knew these people, and blah blah blah. You see what I'm saying? But if you're dealing with somebody that's already, they know that energy and that trauma, they're definitely going to be able to pinpoint that. So see, it's like, okay, with okay, I'll use myself as an example. Me being a good trauma counselor and me going in there, right? And me talking to that person, I'm gonna be able to tell you off the muscle if that person done whatever they said they done. Because if it's related to my own trauma, I know that feeling. I know whenever I enter that energy of that person, if they even are capable of something like that. Because I was already introduced to that monster at a young age. I hope that's making sense, y'all. Because that's how us readers know. When somebody comes to us, we already intuitively we know. Because we already felt that trauma. We done been through it. We know those emotions. And exactly. So it's just a sad situation because a lot of us use our gifts for good, and there's other people that use it to try to cover up that monster they are. Okay. Now see, everybody ain't ready to talk about that though. Everybody this I mean, I'm trying to tell you. Uh that gift of discernment is something serious, especially when you come from a family, okay, that is into that, and you've watched it, and you watch different level and stages of certain things. And see, I'm an empath, so I can already feel, and then with me coming from a background like that, I definitely can spot it from a mile away. I don't even got to be around it. That's why, listen, whenever I said something about them people being in here, you see 9 people left my chat. I've called out 4 of them, but there was 5 other people trying to cloak their energy. It is. Because sometimes I don't want to feel that deep stuff. Sometimes I like when I get up in the mornings, I literally have to just sit with myself because it's like, okay, whose energy am I feeling? Because I know this ain't going on with me. So I know I'm feeling the collective's energy. So then I sit with myself and I start writing. You see what I'm saying? Or I'm writing down a dream that I had or whatever the case may be. Because see, now I'm so tapped in, I don't even, I'm just like, okay, going and peopling is hard for empaths. Yeah. Baby, you dare to learn. Don't worry about them. Or you know what? Quit and find you somewhere where you're comfortable. Two options. Don't ever sit somewhere where you're not comfortable. That's like y'all. I want to get out of the house, but it's like whenever I get out of the house, I'm feeling so much energy and I'm so drained. I don't want to because it's so much going on right now in this world. And man, listen now, it's and see a lot of people. Can I tell y'all something? Y'all can. The reason they're in so much shock with this exposure because it's bringing up their own childhood trauma, and they're sitting here and they're like, "It happened to them," and they're speaking about it. We wasn't allowed to talk about that. It's making their heart beat so freaking bad because they're like, okay. And to us, yep. And to us, we've already addressed our childhood trauma. We've already told our story. We've already talked about it. We've already done told you what we witnessed. Even though they shut it down, they didn't want to listen or whatever, we still spoke our truth. And it's like, oh, okay, y'all acting all shocked and everything. Shit, I seen that whenever I was 15, 16. Shit, I seen that whenever I was 17. What you shocked about? Oh, okay, I'm just saying. Cause y'all, we been around these type of monsters. But to everybody else, they're not monsters. Cause everybody's sitting in a fucking illusion. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something. That's the bad thing is whenever they know. When they know what was going on and they just sit there and if you like you came to them and you told them and there was proof and you had it like I mean listen now. It was plain to see. Yeah. It's like how do you let this happen, right? How what's going on here? And then there's some mothers that are finding out about certain things that they was absolutely in the dark with. You want to know why? Because you was at work. You want to know why? Because you was the only parent. Okay? You couldn't be at three places at once. You want to know why? Because all the bills got put on you. All raising them kids got put on you. And then whenever something happened, everything got put on you too. And there was another parent here that never had to take accountability for something. Cause see, everybody always over here trying to manipulate your occupation and making sure this and making sure that and doing this and doing that and causing confusion. You see what I'm saying? And it's sad because how many single mothers out here, how many of y'all have literally went through this as a child and you never talked about it? Like you said, I never told my mama. You never talked about it, but now you're sitting here. Exactly. You're sitting here with your own kids and you're like, yeah, they can't stay with them. Hmm. Because it was done to her. That's why. And she had to keep it a secret because y'all wouldn't get fed. You wouldn't have a roof over your head. Um, and it's sad. She would get beaten after y'all went to bed. she could never talk about none of this stuff. Because how many of y'all been in an abusive relationship where you used to take the beatings for your kids? Because you never wanted that drunk to come in and smack on the kids and do something to them. So you would already have the kids tucked away in bed so you wouldn't. Because look, y'all, as a child growing up, I remember my uncle would go and he'd get drunk and come back from the bar. And if there was one dirty cup in the sink, he'd beat her ass. And I always wonder why she never fought him back. I'm like, if you don't DDT his ass, like, what's going on? Do we need to get up out of bed and do we all need to gang him? Like, what's going on here? Because why you keep on letting this man come up in here and hit on you like this? I mean, do you need a frying pan? What's up? Do we need to get the grits ready? Because at some point, when are you going to defend yourself? Because I used to see her get DDT'd all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, get knocked the fuck out, right? So y'all listen, let me tell you whenever I seen karma in action. This is whenever I knew karma was real. Child, this, and I was probably about 11, 12 years old. My uncle met this other woman. Ooh, child, listen now. Hey, baby, she was about that life, okay? I was over there staying the night, and he come in and he said something. She turned around, she said, "Excuse me, what'd you say?" He walked up, y'all, and he open-handed smacked her. Just like that. Baby, she grabbed that phone cord. Y'all remember the old phone cord out the wall. Okay, listen, with the old phone. She jerked that motherfucker out and then she shut that door. And then she got that big old candle holder. Okay, listen, y'all. And she went to work. Okay. I didn't know if I wanted to help him or sit there and watch him get his ass whooped because I done watched him beat my aunt so bad all these years. I'm sitting here like, just hit him right there. Just, you know what I'm saying? You know how toxic that is? I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, whoop his ass, you know? Whoop. You know what I'm saying? She started going to work on him. So at this point, I'm hiding, I'm watching. I don't got no phone to use. I can't do nothing. He's over there, he's crying like a little punk, but he wasn't crying whenever he was over there whooping the shit out of my other aunt. You know, type of shit, right? So I'm sitting over here, I'm like, man, okay, I don't know what to do. And then he gonna what he tried to do? Pussy ass try to get out the door. Oh, she wasn't going. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. God rest his soul, but he needed that ass whooping. Cause y'all know what? He never hit a woman again. And I feel like that woman come in his life to show him what it was like. Okay? Cause baby, when I tell you she put a whooping to his backside, I just wish my aunt could be in there. Baby, I wish she could have been a fly on the wall. Cause baby, he's hit her with cars, pans, dishes, his fist, everything. Like all types of shit. And y'all, I watched this shit growing up, right? And I'm seeing, I'm like, why you not hitting him back? Like, what's good? And then whenever I seen her, man, listen, she come to put that work in on him. Y'all, he come crawling out the house, crying, had to get in the ambulance and everything. And my daddy, he looking at me. I said, Daddy, listen. Man, when I tell you she put that work in on his head, listen. My daddy's like, why didn't you call somebody? I said, she took the phone out the wall. I couldn't even call y'all. I had to crawl up under the table. I was just watching. I was staying out the way. I was like, man, that candle holder, I don't even know if it's still going to work or not. I was like, because she worked his ass with that. And my daddy, he's just standing there. Because y'all know how many nights we got called up out the bed to go and try to save her. Y'all, it was so toxic and so bad. So then, moving forward, right, she left him. He always wanted her back, and she'd never go back to him. You know what I'm saying? But then she went from being beat physically to being beat mentally, cause she had to find an escape route. Do y'all see how that worked? Instead of her going and working on herself, then she went over here to go be with this man that was non-committal. Okay, that was not. He wasn't emotionally invested, right? He had women all over the city, but she still sit there. So she went from being beat physically to now being beat mentally. And y'all, I came across a post, and I've not seen her in years. She had a stroke, and It's just it's sad. Like it's really really sad because she never had time to heal, and then she was beaten as a child, and it's like that's I guess she thought that it was okay. And watching that growing up, it was just so sad. And then whenever I seen her in the video learning how to walk again, I'm watching the person that she left my uncle for, just like literally just stand there and look at her, cause he ain't shit either. She left from one raggedy piece of shit to another. You see what I'm saying? One raggedy ass situation to another, and it's just sad. It really is. And yeah. So like, if you're experiencing these situations, you gotta get away. I had somebody send me an email and say, "VG, I finally got away." Man, I'm trying to tell you, where you got hurt at, you can't heal from. You can't heal in that environment. And that was the thing. Like, every time I look at one of my family members, I can tell you where there was a situation where I was hurt in. Okay, because let me tell y'all how bad it was. Um, my uncle will be here, right? So he'd go to work the next morning. And if we done one little thing, she had the belt and she'd beat the shit out of us with the buckle and all. Okay. So we took the ass whooping that she took the night before, we was getting it the next day. Cause she was so mad at him. Instead of taking and beating him with the belt or leaving or whatever, finding something, figuring out something else, she took it out on us kids. Yeah. She took it out on us kids. And it was like, so how many of y'all you got an ass whooping, but you didn't know that somebody else you was getting somebody else's ass whooping, right? Because I remember my cousin, it was his stepmama. He told me one day, he said, "Man, cuz," he was like, whenever daddy would beat her, he was like, "I'd be so happy." He said, "You know how many times she beat me with that belt?" Do y'all see how toxic these situations can be? Because everybody had different feelings. She would always beat my cousin with the belt, but while his daddy was gone. Okay. So it's like you don't never know, like when somebody that's like whenever in the past, whenever my kid's daddy would hit on me, he would say something about his daddy and his mama while he was drunk. Bitch, what are we doing here? I'm not your fucking punching bag here. Like, you need to go punch your fucking mom in the face. That's what you need to do, but you're not gonna punch me. Like, what are you doing? But like when he would get drunk and he would start hitting on me and beating me, that's what he would be talking about. It's his mammy and his daddy and all this other stuff. Sir, listen, you need to go get some therapy. Okay? But do you see what I'm saying? Cause see, if you ain't never been put in that situation, cause I'm gonna tell you something. Watching him beat her, I'm like, why don't you stand up for yourself? Why don't you smack him back? What are we doing here? You see? Because that's all I ever was raised around was everybody hitting on each other, everybody manipulating, everybody hurting each other. So when you're raised in a very, very volatile, chaotic environment like that, once you find a certain kind of peace, you like, I can't. Cause see, this never went on in my home, right? This went on outside of us. Cause see, my parents were never home. I was home by myself. So that's the thing. So it was like my dad started backing off because he couldn't help him. Shit, at least and now he done got with this other woman over here. She about that life and she gonna beat his ass with the candlestick. She don't give a shit, right? So like I said, I watched my uncle get his karma. That's whenever I knew as a young girl, I was like, so karma is real. I watched this other aunt go through all of this, and man, he met this one over here, and baby, she was gonna put the work in. That's why I say people meet their karma. Sometimes you are people's karma, and they don't realize that. And it's not like in a very, it's not in a toxic way. It could just be like how they treat people. Like if somebody wants to be very cold, you know how to shut your emotions off and you know how to pull back. And somebody don't like that because they're the ones that always controls the emotions. Do y'all see how people's leaving as I'm talking about certain things? Cause see, y'all ain't ready for this. That's what I'm saying. People ain't ready for truth. How much of this shit have you literally just like subconsciously just putting trash over, right? You're subconsciously, you thought, yeah, you just don't even want to see it. But you got to go all the way back to where this shit started. And where is that? Childhood, the house that you was raised in, the people that raised you. What was going on? You see what I'm saying? So once you go all the way back, shit starts making sense and you start plugging the pieces in, right? But there's people that don't want to plug them pieces in. And see, that's where the healing begins. Once you start figuring out the root of the problem and where the manipulation and the confusion come from, collective, let me tell you something. You find so much peace. Cause I'm sitting over here and I'm trying to plug this in. I'm like, okay, this didn't happen in my own household, but I seen it happen with other family members. And then my dad, he was just very cold and detached. It was all about money with him. He'd buy me stuff. That he'd always try to buy my love. So now I got to adjust the way that I look at money. Then I also have to adjust the way that I look at relationships. You know what I'm saying? After you seeing this, I'm just over here and I'm like, this can't be what no, like what is going on? You see? But it all starts back whenever you was a child. Cause that's where they program them. Why do you think they use them at a young age to start programming them and starts doing different things with them, right? It's really important. So if they can start programming you at a young age, they gonna have you doing whatever they want you to do. But see, the spiritual community has definitely found the art of a detachment, like you said, and finding that fine line of okay, you know what? I don't want them toxic traits. I don't want to be, attached to that anymore. And that's why a lot of y'all have to detach from people, places, and things. And now that's why this manipulation and this confusion is not working here. Okay. How many of y'all was manipulated into a career that you hated? That's gonna be very significant. Somebody's family, they're all possibly they could be like doctors, lawyers, judges, works in the justice system, does something here. And it's just kind of like, what you hate your job. You don't even want to do it. Well then leave, Charles. Shit, listen now. Why are you being manipulated into a job? Because the family business. They want you to go and they want you to do this and they want you to do that. I mean, fuck that. Listen now. Who want to see? Look, you probably don't even like that. You say collections. You probably don't like being on the phone. You don't like messing with numbers or nothing. You're like, listen, I want to fucking be a painter. That's what I'm saying. It's like manipulation, confusion for you to do this occupation and for this and for that and blah blah blah. And they're like, listen, we got resources over here, and we can get you in over here and we can do this. And it's like, I don't want to do that. This is something here that with the age of Aquarius that could be coming to light. Like, listen, I don't want to do that job. I don't want to be a part of the family business. Some of y'all already pulled away and your family's pissed. This could be very significant because you're the last bloodline. Yeah, you could be the last bloodline here, and somebody's real upset about this. Why am I getting hotter and hotter? Because I feel like my beloved ancestors had to roll up. Because somebody back there, they mad as hell because I just had that conversation with y'all. But I don't care about y'all being mad. Because see, that's the thing is, guess what? We need to be having these conversations. Because your trauma starts way back here, where they're trying to program you and make you believe this and make you believe that and blah, 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 all that stuff. Yeah, that's where you need to go back to. Oh, that's exactly right. They told us that we wasn't going. We were listen. They told us we weren't never gonna be shit. Mm. That's how they felt about themselves. That's why I said depression is not real. It's how you talk to yourself, right? It's how you love on yourself. And if you feeling like that, you need to go and ground yourself and do some affirmations and do some meditation, because you need to figure out why you feeling that depression, and why, because that's somebody else, could be their energy, especially if you know life is good for you, right? Learn how to discern the energy, right? And use your discernment. I said going in 2026, use your discernment. Yeah, it's it. I'm telling you. And see, somebody could be trying to manipulate and cause illusions with your occupation here, because they're mad because maybe you did start your own company. Yeah, you gotta break them. You gotta break them generational curses, baby. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. That's why I said, listen, uh, I don't claim depression. I don't claim poverty. I don't claim the whole programming. You know what? I just let the energy flow, and everything is, I can only control my vessel, right? And I don't claim bad health, none of that, right? I wake up every single day knowing that, you know what, it's gonna be a good day. And my health, I went from taking 25 prescriptions to absolutely nothing, including pain pills. Okay? I'm a recovering alcoholic. There is nothing here that you can tell me that you can't recover from. Because I used to dibble dabble in cocaine, ecstasy, alcohol, Percocet, Roxy, Xanax, all of that stuff. You cannot tell me that you cannot recover. Because I had so many people. I remember whenever the mother figure, every time she'd say, well, you need to go to the doctor. You need to go to, I said, I don't need to go to no damn doctor. For what? Once I started understanding that was always her, you need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the, no, I don't. You need to stop going to the doctor. You know how many fucking prescriptions you're on that you don't need? You know how sick you are? You know how your mind is gone? Like, you're sitting over here and and what's so crazy is I'm still telling her right now today, stop taking that stuff. Stop taking that stuff. It's not good for you. Some of the shit's been put on the recall list and you're still over there just popping it. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, you're looking at somebody right now that's in your face talking to you saying, I recovered and I can do it and you can too. It's mind over matter. What you say? I tell my body every day, I'm going to be fine. They told me I wouldn't be walking by the time I was 40. They told me I was going to be in the wheelchair. The fuck I am? Shit. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, don't let people tell you or project something over your health or your wealth or your life or your relationship or anything else. Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And listen, that's what I'm here for. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, you cannot let people, places, or things control what's going on with you. Because collective, I did it all the time. I'm like, okay, well, let me go over here to this doctor. Knowing I shouldn't have went over there. Because now, guess what done happened? Now I done went to this doctor. Now I done got on all these prescriptions. Now I have went from having a little bit of pain to having a really, really bad pill addiction, to where I couldn't even get up out of bed. I had to have a plate and I had to have some pills. And it was like, it got to the point where I would wake up in the morning and I literally would, on that day, I'm over here and I'm like looking for some more drugs. I got to make sure that the next day I wake up and I got to have my medicine. Y'all see what I'm saying? Why do you think so many people turn to street drugs? Because once they get on those prescriptions, then prescriptions ain't enough. So then guess what they do? They go out and they go get high. Then they go to the doctor. They fill the drug screen. They say F the doctor. Now guess what they're doing? They're coping. Now they need something stronger. So now it's like it's fucking levels to this shit, right? And people sitting here saying, what just happened here? Because it all starts with what? A little backache, a car accident, you hurt your knee, and then before you know it, now you're in a full blown codependent relationship with whatever they got you on over here. And then if you're around people and they swear by this, okay, and they're like, oh yeah, you know this, and you can go here, they're gonna do this, and no, And that's one thing that I learned whenever I overdosed and I went to rehab was I was learning what these type of poisons I was putting in my body, what it would do to me. There it is. Now I sit here today, y'all. I don't even like taking a Tylenol unless my head is pounding, and then I'm like, okay, give me a BC. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like when you're around a family of addicts who don't see a problem with addiction because you go to a doctor or you can go to a bar and get a drink, you are sitting in a suicide situation. Now, I've not hit on this, but tonight is the night, okay? If you guys are sitting in a situation where you're around people that get prescription medicine or they're overindulging in alcohol, that's their mind frame. Okay. And if you're trying to get away from that type of situation, you're going to have to get away from those people because their mind don't think like yours. Okay. They depend on that. They're telling themselves just because they can go there and get it, it's legal. As long as it's legal, it's not a drug. Okay. I say what I said. Because they can go in the store, they can buy it, it's all good. You see what I'm saying? You don't need to be around those type of people because they're going to be your downfall. And then they're going to be sitting over there fussing and all upset whenever you relapse, saying, well, what's wrong with you? Why is this and why is that? Because you're around those type of people. You cannot heal in the same place that you got sick in. And a lot of people don't realize that. Exactly. That's like addiction is addiction, right? It don't have to be a drug, don't have to be alcohol, it could be sex. Okay. It could be food, it could be being a klepto and stealing, it could be anything, right? But if you're in this environment with people that, they think that it's cute or it's funny or whatever, they're feeding something that you trying to get away from. Because, see, that's a demon for you, right? You got to love your demon instead of feeding it. And that's really, really important, collective. You want to love that demon, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all something. Some people are scared to see themselves whenever they're sober, okay? They're scared to have that clear mind. They're scared to face that demon that's been loving on them the whole time. Okay. And they don't want to talk about it. They don't, and I mean, it could be something that's just so simple as just the manipulation they put up with. But that's their comfort zone. Y'all, people don't like getting out of their comfort zone. Um, and I'm gonna tell you something. Once you get on that journey of facing your demons, whatever it is, the same people that you used to run with can't. You said anything done in moderation, but that's where addiction can start. Yeah. So that's like with myself. I know alcohol is my demon, right? That bitch is bad. Okay. I know that I can't go and sit and have a glass of wine at dinner with my husband. Okay, I know that I can't do it, and I don't even try it. I know that if I wake up and I'm having a little leg pain, that Percocet, I can't. Me and that bitch, no, can't do it. When you know what is your demon, you don't feed it. That's it. That's all. But I also learned the people that I keep around me triggers the stress in my body. So if you have chronic pain, baby, listen, tonight, you know what you need to do? Be addressing. Who do you talk to? And then all of a sudden you got panic attacks. Who do you talk to and all of a sudden your chronic pain is triggered and you're feeling bad? Or who are you around? Or what's going on in your life? Is there some chaos that literally makes your physical body hurt? Okay. That's where you want to be looking because that's what I had to do. Once I started figuring out where you had me fucked up and you had me stressed out, and now all of a sudden I can barely walk, I can barely get up out of bed. Oh, child, you got to go. You got to get on up out of here. You see what I'm saying? Because I had to address the people, places, and things around me that was directly affecting my health, and then I could figure out, okay, now I ain't got to take these pills. Now I got to drink this alcohol. Now I ain't got to um overindulge with this cocaine or this ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to go to another fucking planet to deal with things. Exactly. And it's like shit. Once I started addressing that, people was mad, but I felt better. Okay, you ain't around me no more. Why I feel better? Why I don't got no anxiety? Shit, I feel good. Like that's the hardest pill to swallow because y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. 9 times out of 10, it be the ones closest to you that's got your ass stressed out, ready to go to the ER. You ready to go and get you some prescription of Xanax and Percocet and all types of shit, and go get a bottle of wine type shit. And you over here and you like, what the fuck is going on here? I cannot do this. Yeah. And then when you start looking at the problem, sometimes the problem is the humans that you deal with in your own fucking life, your family, your job. Are you working a job right now? You every time you get off work you need a glass of wine. You just so stressed out. You just can't even. You're like, what the hell? Yeah. But these are the things, collective, that we have to look at. We have to look at like what is at some point. When am I gonna stop with this coping mechanism and face what it is? And y'all, that's the hardest part of the journey. A lot of people will not tell you, but this journey gets lonely because when you start figuring out what's connected to what and start plugging things in, that's where that self love comes in. Mm-hmm. Cause look at all the money that you done spent on getting high, drinking, whatever, overindulging, whatever you doing. The next day you wake up and you still got the same motherfucking problem. But this time your money's been hit. You see what I'm saying? Y'all never not once in church as a little girl, and I found this real, real interesting. Did I ever hear my pastor say, heal? Do you know what I always heard and what was embedded in my head? You're going to hell if you don't do what I say. You're going to hell if you don't do what I say. I never heard him say, you need to heal. Well, whenever you understand the spirits that's attached to drinking alcohol and because it takes you to such a low vibration, um, once you start understanding that, y'all, yeah, I'm in the South. You start, you know that you're ready for your journey for real, for real. Okay. And I've had a lot of people be angry with me, but like, listen, I'm here to be your guidance. Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's my hometown, Tennessee. I'm here to be your guidance. Okay. So if you like wine, that's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, don't get so happy with the wine, okay? Because if you, there's gonna be a time where you wake up and you're throwing up and your stomach is killing you and your liver is suffering and everybody around you suffering because you don't have no drink. Okay? Because I've been there. I used to be the best drunk driver there ever was. On brown liquor on top of that. And I tell y'all my story all the time. And I know a lot of people get triggered and they're like, oh, well, why do you say this about alcohol? Why is it so bad for you? Well, how about you just look up what the ingredients are and what it is. If you're a diabetic, you should not be drinking alcohol. Okay? Listen, it's sugar. It's yeast. Your ass gonna be in a diabetic coma before you even start to get drunk. Okay? Let's talk about it, right? Let's look at the health risks and the health issues, and then let's look at your behavior. Let's look at certain things that's going on around you, right? Yeah, I mean it's something that needs to be studied, right? Instead of asking me why, I'm telling you I've lived it. Okay. And it's a very bad spiritual attachment that you don't want. Cause I'm telling you, I was a binge addict back then. So alcohol was like my go-to. That was my girl. Listen now, me and that bitch, we was rolling. Okay, I loved it, but it didn't love me. Because how in my, I'm just gonna say it. Okay, why I thought that I had everything all together. I was putting my kids in that car. But I was rolling around having a good old time drinking. Because my mind wasn't right. Because I had some spirits attached to me telling me that it was okay. I could drive that car. I was the best drunk driver ever. Do you want to have that kind of spiritual attachment? Keep drinking. That's what you're going to do. And then guess what's going to happen? You know what's next. Who you putting in a casket that you done hit? Are you laying your kids to rest? Are you laying somebody else to rest? Are you watching somebody on a respirator that you done smacked out here because you thought that you was the best drunk driver ever because you done got this spiritual attachment because you was so hungry that now you done hopped in the car and now you done drove off and you done all this and you ain't even paying attention and now you done smacked somebody because you was trying to go to the Waffle House because you done got drunk and you hungry. You do things unconsciously while you're drinking and your mind ain't right. So it just depends on what you're intaking here. Are you drinking wine? Are you drinking liquor? Are you drinking beer? Yeah, I remember as a young girl too, at my aunt and my uncle's house, a man hit a woman out there and her kids. And when I walked outside, that's what I seen on the ground. I seen the woman in the front seat, head bloody, down, and the kids laid out on the pavement. Yeah. The kids wasn't in car seats or seat belts. They all went out the windshield. And to be honest, I think she was the only one in the seatbelt. She didn't even put the kids in. And she got hit by somebody. I'm telling you, I mean, listen, it's real life out here, and it's like you need to pay attention, right? Because whenever your mind ain't right, and then you mixing stuff, and you're doing this, and it ain't good for you. All that stuff is really, really bad for you. And y'all, listen, this day and time, I'm gonna be honest. There ain't no way you catch me out on these streets. You ain't catching me outside. Shit, Man, listen, Jennifer, your schedule is so warped, okay? I cannot with you, sis. I cannot with you. Cause it's like when I'm up, you down. Whenever you're up, I'm down, okay? We're gonna have to get this together. I was talking about that earlier. I was like, I'm trying to get this done, but it's like every time I try to get it done, something's happening. A different time change. This is happening. That's going on. This is going on, right? And now you're talking about you're on lunch break. And you don't get off till what, 2 or 3 in the morning. And guess where VG gonna be? In the bed. I'm gonna be sleeping. You said it's in the middle of the night there. Yeah, see, all y'all be on different time zones. And I'll be like, damn, hold on, okay. So I'm just gonna have to stay up and I'm gonna have to do this, okay? So when you get off work, email me and we gonna do this. Cause y'all know I used to be a night owl. I used to do the third shift. That was my thing, right? And then started changing things up, right? Right. You see what I'm saying? So look, while you're up, okay, I'm sleeping. I used to work third shift. So that was my thing. Even whenever I worked at 9 to 5, I used to work third shift. So yeah. So you say you catch my videos in the middle of the night. Okay. Yeah. Hey, hey, what's going on? Listen, I did you get it with me? Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh shit. Diego, what's going on with you? Oh, I'm in Tennessee. Hey sis. Okay. I'm reading your email right now, sis. Okay. Sis, your intuition is right. Yeah, that's a scam. Because you didn't fall for the scam. That's why. Don't go to that house. Don't go to that property. Yeah, we ain't doing that. No, no, no. Yeah, I just read your email. You said he sent all the. You said 4 months. You said told you that the judge is racist. He said he sent all the Latinos to jail that day. What? Hold on, Diego. Yeah, sis, you definitely you don't want no, Man, I just heard cameras and everything. Yeah, you definitely want to be careful. Why I feel like your mom, she has something to do with this, sis. Does she own that property or something, or does she know the people that owns that property? Okay, yeah, you said the weekend. Okay, yeah, that works good. Okay, my nose itching. Diego, somebody got paid off. Okay, listen, and that's the only way that I can even see that situation. Somebody got paid the fuck off, and it is what it is. Allegedly, well, that's a lie, sis. That's a fucking lie. Okay, I'm just telling you right now. Somebody is, yeah. Okay, tell me what's going on here with T situation. Diego, hold on 1 second. I'm doing a mini read for somebody else. Okay. Okay, Miss Jennifer, tell me about this energy here, spirit. With why I got all these damn cards coming out? I'm telling you, somebody is not a sweetheart. They're a liar. Okay. Yeah, they're a op here. I can't make this shit up. Cause see, they know that you're in this energy of manifesting, you're unbothered, and with this commitment, and you are not having to work so hard, and it's a false narrative. Okay, they know you're awakened, and they know that you're protected, and they can't block anything. And this Jezebel spirit is trying to control the situation, cause she don't want you to have this occupation of real love. Tell me about this energy here, spirit. What's going on? Yeah, see, you need to have faith, and in the near future, you're gonna find this out too. I feel like she been lying. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. Like, yeah, mentally unstable. Cause see, they can't. I told you she owes somebody. Listen now, she get the piper needs to be paid. Yeah, I can see him, Carter. And see, she knows that you're high honor. And that's what I'm saying. See, she mentally unstable. And she knows a decent future. You're gonna find out everything. Yeah. And she knows that this money's yours. And her and that damn false ass twin flame of yours, they ain't getting nowhere. You said, well, now welcome to the. You know that I know that the authorities know that we all know are well all clear. Thank you, Tim, for have a great day. Christina, what the hell does any of that mean? But okay, I'm busy. Yeah, and the authorities know too, sis. Robbing Peter to pay Paul and doing shit here and still trying to control your narrative is not helping her any by going and getting some type of money to go pay some people off, okay? That's why she wants you to rent this house. Because there's cameras in this house, and then she's gonna be able to make money off of that too. Okay, listen, this is sinister. And she low down. She knows she wrong. Cause she gonna be having you pay rent there, and then there's cameras in there. She gonna be making money off of you and your daughter. Cause she's connected to this landlord somehow. And I just heard you say, man, I knew that. I knew that, VG. Okay, listen now. or this is a backstory and this is what's already happened, sis, and you need to take heed to this. Okay, all right. Then what? Then me and you here. Okay, you already know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and see, this could be like a the type of business that she's in. You see the other houses, she rents them out, but they have cameras in there, and they're doing some kind of online streaming over here, and that's how she been making her money. And why I catch the hiccups? Now it's been a hiccup in her plan. Cause she thought that you was gonna be so desperate for moving and moving into that house that you was gonna take any type of offer, and you didn't. See, that's what they want you to do. They want you to be so desperate to take something, especially whenever they already got you homeless out here. They want you to take whatever a motherfucker gonna give you, and it's like, nah, I ain't taking that offer. But it's because they got surveillance all around you. That's why they're like, oh yeah, well, I'll do this. I won't do no background check. I'll do this. I'll do that. Nah, fuck all that. Listen now, pay attention. When a person ain't doing like a credit check, a background check, and they're like, oh, well, you could just go on and move in, and you already feeling funny, y'all need to pay attention to those type of situations, okay? Because I'm telling you, I need somewhere where I at least know that you doing a legit background check and a credit check and all this other. Because see, I used to think, okay, back then, that was cool as hell with the landlord. Now, because they done got mixed in with these people here, and now they done gained my trust, and here I am, motherfuckers riding by the house. There ain't no security. This is going on, that's going on, like weird shit, and the landlord be in on it. Okay, yeah, you definitely listen now, Chad. I ain't got time. I got time today. Listen now, we'll talk about it. Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you, they probably done got to him too. That's what it is. They done got to him, and so now, yeah, now it's like, okay, well, he done already took the money though. That's the thing. Share, I'm finna gonna have to go smoke a cigarette behind this. This just see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like they be putting you in situations, and it's like, cool, whatever. You'll find somewhere else. Don't worry about it. You gonna find somewhere else and be just fine. Hold on 1 second, okay, Diego. Hold on. Oh, I could just imagine. And then with that Aries energy being activated right now, yeah, I could just imagine because you already on 10,000 because you trying to get you and baby girl a house and be stable and shit, and motherfuckers always playing around. See, that's the thing. But don't get rattled. That's what they want you to do. They want you to freak out and snap. And guess what? Actually, they just helping you save some more money. That's what that is. Because you're going to have enough for your deposit and everything else to move into the new place. The next 3 days could be very significant, okay, sis? If you need me, just send me an email, okay? Okay, Diego, we doing a $20 mini read. Your situation got me a little disturbed. I don't like how that done rolled out. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. Diego, listen. You could do it on PayPal, please. Please and thank you. Diego, I'm just going this right here, listen, this got my nose itching. I don't know who this couple knows in the court system down there, but I don't like this. Somebody got paid to make sure that you went into jail. And I feel like you do need to get you another attorney and try to appeal this. So it just don't feel good to me. It's like that good old boy system. You know what I'm saying? Like the good old boy system, getting everybody paid and getting everybody taken care of. And it's like, well, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, why do I feel like they're trying to use you as an example? I listen, I totally agree with that. And I feel like that's the only way that you're going to get some light shined on this injustice and what happened that day. And I really feel like that's what you need to be doing. This reporter needs to go live and you need to have an appeal done because there's something about it that this just not, it's too much corruption that's going on. And I feel like it's almost like because you're not of, okay, listen, white descent, because you're not Caucasian, they're going to use you as an example, and you need this to be brought into the situation. And then how the fuck you go fight for our country and now all of this is happening and this person got all this and he knows people and and just because he's an elder and what he says goes now. Right's right, wrong is wrong. You hear them sirens. Cause you already know what's going on. And that pulled on my motherfucking street. I'm telling you. And I think it might even be pulling into my complex where I live at. I'm telling you, that's a big, like, you already know what's going on. And I don't like it. You need to, and why you gotta force his ass to file an appeal whenever that's his motherfucking job? He should have done that. Like that's some bullshit. That's that. Oh, I'm not going. You need to, and then have this reporter to cover this story. Yeah, and I would not back down. Spirit saying, do not back down from this. Cause they want you to take this right here and just and everything be cool. No. I'm not going in and being trapped in nobody's cell. What the fuck? Like, I was the one that was abused here. I was the one that was violated here. How is it that this part? What? Please, man. And then I was racially profiled on top of that. No. No, no sir, no ma'am. I don't care how many dollars they gave you. Yeah, and then I would have that lawyer being looked into as well. Cause your feelings are right. You know exactly what's going on. Their good old boy system's about to come crashing down. Take that shit to the media. Cause see, I was picking this energy up the other day. I said, what I say? Divine feminine, divine masculine. You may have to take something to the news because it's done exceeded its limit to what you're doing over here. You see what I'm saying? It's got to go over here to a bigger platform. It's got to go over here to a bigger platform where somebody can get your voice out there and really speak on your behalf. And guess what? Hey, this is what you have that lawyer meet up with that reporter and see how that lawyer acts with that reporter. Pull his card. Mm-hmm. If he refuses to meet up with the reporter, he already gonna let you know he in on some shit. Mm-hmm. And why do I feel like maybe that's the energy that you picking up too? Cause he afraid that they gonna do something to him. Mm-hmm. You hear the backfire? Multiple backfires. Cause see, I've been wondering why I ain't heard from you, Diego. The last time, a couple of days ago when I went live, or last week or something. That's what I'm trying to tell you because he is trying to dismiss her, and the fact that your lawyer don't want to talk over here to a reporter is big red flags. Because if you ain't got nothing to hide, then you're gonna let that reporter cover this case. And then this is another thing, okay? Why wouldn't he want the reporter to cover the case? That means he gonna get more clients. He gonna make more money off of you. So why don't he? You see what I'm saying? He gonna benefit from it. She gonna benefit from talking to the motherfucker. You say, tell me what's going on. Somebody fucking somebody here. Okay? Somebody is having sex with somebody. Somebody took a love offer from somebody. Somebody sleeping around in the office. I don't know if this is in the justice system or what's going on, but somebody trying to protect somebody here. Yeah, You got some shit going on here for some money. I can't make this shit up, and they mentally unstable now because you're not backing down. Yeah, This is not no divine feminine. This is she might be sleeping with somebody. Yeah. Because the relationship is going sour. Somebody could have broke up with her and she got blocked. I'm telling you right now, she done got blocked and all kind of shit. And see, they may even be trying to threaten to do that to her because where she defended you. That could be that death energy as well. But I feel like it's both of y'all. I feel like they're going to try to do something to you as well for money. I'm telling you. I don't know who the fuck you done pissed off or what's done happened here, Diego. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Diego, how much do you trust people around you? Cause this energy I'm getting, I don't like. Let me hit this button here. I mean, hit this button. Somebody, all they got to do is hit the button, and something could end just like that. And I don't know where that energy's coming from. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Do not trust people around you if you get what I'm putting down right now. Cause somebody's trying to blind you. this energy? What is this energy I'm feeling? Okay, why do I feel like we're gonna start from the beginning? Whatever happened that day in that pharmacy, that was orchestrated. Something was you was already supposed to be in jail, gone away from somebody here, okay? And I don't know what's going on. It's making me scratch. Like this energy is so envious and mad, but they're playing everything so cool. Why did I just have like 20 people leave? All right, Spirit, cleanse this energy for me and give me a clear message here for Diego and what's going on with his situation. Everybody ain't who they say they are. What's going on, babies? Tell me about this energy here. Mature man, I'm telling you, somebody's not a sweetheart. Somebody got an entity attached to them, and this entity hates you, okay? I'm telling you, because you're being very mature about a situation, and somebody wants you to stop digging. Somebody wants you to stop contacting anybody in the spiritual community. They want you to shut up. They need you just to be quiet. They do not want us giving you messages, and somebody is sending something. Because listen, your gifts, somebody's trying to shut down your gifts because you are intuitive as fuck, you know. And it's like every time they try to plan something to set you up, it's not because you keep winning. Santeria. Somebody's doing Santeria on you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This karmic female here, rich girl, she can't be trusted. I don't know who this karmic woman is, okay? I don't know. You know your story. She can't be trusted though. In the community. Somebody's cool with somebody in the community here, and somebody's fixing to get karma. Because somebody been doing death magic on you. Is somebody around you sick? Because I heard whoever the person around you that's sick, that's the person that's doing work on you. It is. And it's like somebody keeps on trying to cover your eyes up so you don't see what's going on here, Diego. I'm telling you, I was waiting on you to hit me up the other day, and I never heard from you. And I'm like, that ain't like him. Somebody wants to try to blind you. And literally, I started having an earache. Right after I talked to you, that's so loud. I'm just now putting this together. Right after I talked to you on live, he's like, I'm going to hit you up because I need to talk to you, right? I started having problems with my ear. Then my jaw swelled up. And if y'all remember, I hadn't been on live since then. So it was like, whatever I needed to tell you, somebody did not want me to tell you. Because it's somebody that's in your vicinity that is doing work on you. Okay? It's making me itch. I'm telling you. You know what I want you to do? Okay? I want you to put a truth serum down. Okay, I want you to put a truth serum down. And I want you to just keep quiet about this. You do this. Don't say nothing to nobody. I want you to do a truth serum. Do some black pepper, some cayenne pepper, and some sea salt. And put it at your front door. And put a prayer over it. And tell Spirit to reveal to you who is not no good for you. And there's a siren. Use those 3 ingredients. Just a little bit. Pray over it. Okay? That's a truth serum. Okay? And whoever walks through that threshold, or whoever is around you, whatever's going on, Spirit gonna warn you. Cause listen, this person is gonna start itching. That cayenne pepper gonna make them itch. Okay? Start sneezing, something. Okay? They may even have to leave. Maybe somebody's supposed to call you that day. They don't call you. That's gonna be an indication. I just need, yes. Cayenne pepper, black pepper, and salt. Put some in a bag, and when you go see that attorney, put it in your pocket. Do you hear all this shit going on outside of my house while I'm giving you this reading? I cannot make this shit up. Listen now. I cannot make this shit up because somebody's trying to hide who the fuck they are. Two of Wands. They're watching and trying to hide who they are and what they've been doing here. Okay? Okay, good. And listen, don't do it on the phone. Go do it in person. Confirmation. Don't do it on the phone. Do it in person. Go talk to somebody in person. I don't know why that's important. I don't know what's going on in the Louisiana justice system, but these people have got a rude awakening. I don't care how much magic, whatever they try to do, but it's not gonna be working. That is outside in my neighborhood, y'all. That's what I was just telling Diego. I started doing his reading and like, here comes the authorities. They was on my street. A car just backfired. All of this stuff is going on. I'm telling you, there's so much going on with people moving stuff around and they're trying to make this happen. Also, too, Mercury retrograde is coming up. Uh-huh. We're in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So with him filing that appeal, you need to. I'm telling you, because it's too much confusion. It's way too much confusion. And this is the age of Aquarius. Everything going to be exposed. Because, like I said, why is your attorney not talking to this reporter? The only reason is because somebody's involved in something. I'm just telling you. Somebody's involved in something. Because they're hiding. Why? They already know that there's an injustice here. Ooh, child, I can't. This is why. Look, do you see how red my face is right now? Spirit is coming through. Like, and saying, no. And then I'm telling you, do that truth serum. Don't be surprised till you find out who the real enemy is, okay? This energy is like so envious and mad that something ain't already happened. And Diego, can I tell you something? My husband just texted me a few minutes ago and said that ICE and TBI is racing down where his job is, and now there's 8 people standing in the lobby where he works at, and they're not doing absolutely nothing. I think somebody's trying to say that you're not an American citizen and you fought for the country and you have proof, and somebody's trying to say otherwise here. I do. And you got to keep fighting. And you got to stop being so trusting around certain other people. Don't be telling people. Don't tell nobody what attorney you're going to see, nothing. Keep this shit to yourself, is what Spirit's saying. Keep this information to yourself. I don't know why. I feel like you got a leak in your camp. And I ask wifey who she talking to, because see, she could have a leak in her camp and she don't know it, okay? And she don't even realize that somebody's actually a op here. And I don't know why that's significant. So like if she got somebody coming over, and that's why I said something about the truth serum. If she got a friend or a family member, a homegirl or somebody, and they come through that threshold, and like I said, they start sneezing or rubbing their nose, all of that stuff, okay? You're good, I'm telling you, but you need to be very vigilant about people that's around you that's acting. My nose is itching. Why does he want you dead? What is the beef with you and him? Now we get into the meat and potatoes of a situation. Can I tell you something? 9 times out of 10, when people have a hit put out on them or somebody trying to unalive them and things like that, it's somebody very, very close to them. You picking up what I'm putting down? It doesn't matter how much you helped him. There's some kind of hate that he has for you. And you dismiss that, and you don't need to be dismissing that right now. Something about this, okay? You do not need to be dismissing that hate that her son has for you. Diego, can I ask you a question? How much is your insurance policy? You did fight for our country. Okay, don't even answer that. I'm just saying, okay? Who's going to benefit if something happens to you? Sometimes we're so close to things that our emotions will override what spirit's been trying to show us. Pay attention now, class in session. Because let me tell y'all something about people out here. It will be the ones that's so close to you that you be sitting here saying, what? And the whole time they've been planning, and strategizing. Hmm. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. We need to do a private session because, like, you're just putting all your business out there, okay? And I don't really like doing this, but I feel like you need to hear this if I don't get to communicate with you. Uh, there's reasons that you're doing certain things, and now nobody can benefit from anything, and there's a reason that you've done that, okay? Follow your intuition, okay? If anybody else wants to chime in, please do, because I'm telling y'all, at least I'm not tripping. You said first time here, excited to hear your message. What's up, MK? Yeah, because this is not no. It's almost like you've been. You know how I can. Do you know how I know this energy? Because this type of energy was around me before, and I couldn't peg it because you want to know why? Because my emotions was involved, and then whenever I got a certain message from a certain person, okay? And this person told me, do not be around A, B, C, or D. At first, I couldn't handle the message, okay? Because it was people close to me that I love dearly, and I would sacrifice myself for it, right? But the person that told me this information was reading a file that I'd never seen, okay? And I'm sitting here, and I was like, okay, but it was hard. It was hard for me to swallow that message because whatever that person read in this special little file, I'm telling you, I was I didn't I just was like, okay. So I pulled my emotions back, right? And I started just talking to spirit and to the beloved ancestors. And I'm like, show me my dreams, show me what I need to see. And it saved my life. And that demon tried to call me one more time. And that demon got one more sword in my back. And that was it. Now that demon has no more access whatsoever. I will not. I don't care. I don't care what nobody has to say. Folks want to judge. They listen until you that somebody's walked in your shoes. They can't tell you how to feel. They can't tell you who can have access to you, who all of that stuff. Listen, you know when you know. I don't like it, Diego. I'm tired. I don't. It's making me itch all over me. I can't. Mm-mm. This energy is. They're so salty right now. They're so pissed. Whoo, chill. Listen now. Mm-mm. Let me hit this bell again. That's exactly right. That's the only thing that kept me alive. That's the only reason VG's still around is because a bitch ain't shutting up. I'm not being quiet for nobody. I don't care none of that. Ain't nobody finna shut me up, make me be quiet. None of that. I don't care what kind of brouhaha spells, whatever the fuck they think they doing. Okay, all of that shit. Listen now, I don't give a fuck that. Listen, because you know what them practitioners are saying, you ain't gonna shut that one up. So you might as well just stop spending your money. You're not gonna make her be quiet. She ain't gonna be quiet. She gonna keep talking. Because that's the one thing that literally kept me alive. Because now they're like, okay, everybody knows who she is. Now they can't get close. Because see, I'm too aware of things. When something is off, I'm pulling back. I don't give a shit what's going on. I ain't going to the cookout. I ain't going over there to the store. I ain't doing nothing. When my spirit team tell me to sit down, I'm gonna sit down. And when I see things ain't right, and I see certain vehicles, and I see this, and I see I listen there. That's the one thing that kept me alive. Cause I paid attention to everything that was going on around me, and it was like, okay, this ain't making no sense. What just happened here? Always. That's how I know when my spirit team pulls up and I'm hot like this, they're putting protection around me because I got to give you this message because you have gotten some people that's around you that don't mean you no good. And it's like every time that you come to me, bro, you have hit another like a whole another obstacle. How do you keep hitting these obstacles? What's going on here and who got paid? Mm-hmm. Because you need to find somebody that ain't scared. And don't put fear in this situation at all. Don't put fear in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't feed that entity or whatever. Be careful what you're eating, what you're drinking. Somebody's going to somebody local. Okay. Yeah. It's so crazy, Divine Feminine 82, how all of a sudden the stories that everybody's telling is lining up with the timeline right now. Okay? Like what? Okay. Cause see, the reporter that you got is about that life, cause she already knows what you're dealing with. Okay. Okay, that's cool. 222. I'm on the right track saying this. I've been here 2 hours and 22 minutes. I can't make this shit up. Listen now. Like I always say, how is it that everybody all around the world is making things up when everybody's in similar situations? How is it that people are in court situations and you're literally the victim, but you got proof showing otherwise? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make no sense. Or if you're talking about something, then all of a sudden they're like, "Well, listen, we'll give you this deal," and you're like, "No, are you going to investigate what I said? Like, what's going on here?" Mm-hmm. It's because somebody wants to put fear in her. And this is a time. Let me tell you something. You putting your story out public, there's going to be so many people that resonates with what's going on, and it's going to get a lot of attention. And it is what it is. I always tell people, listen, if ain't nobody listening to you, go and make you a platform and start talking about it. Shit, you go over on TikTok, you tell them what's going on. Listen, they gonna make that shit go viral. Do a story time, like type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you need somebody to listen to where they can find out. Mm-hmm. Period. There you go. Cause see, I'm telling you, they're gonna take that deal off the table. They're gonna be like, oh no, hold up, what you mean? Cause as soon as it goes public and she starts getting certain investigators, everybody got some fucking explaining to do. And I heard they're gonna follow the money. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna need you to have tough skin whenever they start following the money and where it's coming from. Okay? You're gonna have to have tough skin. You didn't go change certain things up so people couldn't benefit from something. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Listen now. I'm trying to say it without saying it. Diego, you got this though. You keep running strong, okay? Pay attention. And like I said, do that little truth serum, okay? Yeah. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta go smoke a cigarette after this, Diego. Listen now. This situation got me stressed out. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got me stressed out with this situation. I needed, yeah. And listen, when you call me, make sure that you're somewhere else, okay? And yeah, go to the park or something, so I can talk to you. Yeah, it is okay. Okay. Do you hear this? I'm telling you, it's been chaotic. That's what I said. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What'd you say, lady? You said text you tomorrow, new appointment. Text me on send me an email. Yeah, send me an email, okay? Okay. It is. Uh-huh. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Okay, at lady, do you have that's weird. Okay. What's going on? What's going on? All right, y'all. I'm gonna pull a few more cards and then I'm gonna go on and hop up off of here, okay? Tell me what the collective needs to know right now about accountability. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Y'all, I can't make this up. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, because they're in with some kind of deal here, and this is why everybody's so afraid that things is happening like they are right now. Okay, 9:26 on the clock. September the 26th could be very significant. Somebody was warned probably back in September. Okay, y'all, I can't, because see, this is their 10 of cups, and they're like, oh no, hold on, the moon. So I got to keep causing illusions. The Chariot in reverse so they don't go to jail. The Fool. So they're taking a leap of faith to keep causing illusions here so their Ace of Pentacles is not in reverse. Y'all, it's a lot of money on the table here. Okay? I'm just here to tell you. Look, Death, Justice, the Magician in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm telling y'all, somebody telling a lie and they ready to take it to the grave with them. They don't care. But the magic done backfired and it's coming out either way. It doesn't matter if they try to take accountability or not. It's still coming out. Yeah. Clarify that for me, Spirit. The World card is still an ending. No matter if somebody tries to take an illusion, okay, and tries to cause illusions here, but yeah, they don't want to walk away from this, and Spirit's about to force this, okay? Because somebody ain't got no balance. Temperance in reverse. And see, people's in this Queen of Swords energy and Eight of Wands. That's communication. It's still, this information is still going to be released on whatever's going on here in the situation. Oh, my. Five of Swords, I'm telling you. Somebody here, they in this Five of Swords energy. They're under harsh judgment. You got the devil in the details, child. And my phone just went off. Yeah. As I'm saying this, y'all, somebody's chest is hurting. Like, it's, it's like they're trying to block somebody in here, y'all. I don't, something is weird, okay? Because the opportunists, their opportunities are gone with the third party. Ace of Cups, I'm telling you. Nine of Pentacles. Because regardless in the situation, you still got your Ace of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups and Nine of Pentacles here. And the Lovers in reverse is not going to win at all costs. That's a lie. Okay. Yeah, because somebody here could be working with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse over here, and it's not working. Somebody could have a secret lover, and this is about to come to light here. And whenever this comes to light, everything going to start making sense. Because there's going to be a fight of some sort. This could be happening over the weekend, y'all. Somebody about to find out. Somebody has another lover here. And it's about to shock somebody. Because it's like, hold up, I didn't even see this coming. Okay? All right, soul family, I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. And your girl is out of here, okay? I will see y'all tomorrow. Happy Friday Eve, y'all. Listen, we rolling right into the weekend, okay? This energy is rolling too, baby. Listen, just stay on track. Just keep going with it, okay? And if you're getting major downloads, listen, get your book, write it down, okay? Write it down, whatever you got to do. And it might be just you seen something on TV, or you seen a sign, there was a song that come on, I don't know, sing something in your dreams, write it down, pay attention, okay? All right, peace.